Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. I'm here with my buddy RJ, who is way over there. So we're outside in the south side of Seattle, and I'm really excited to be here. His home is just beautiful. We're out here on his deck, his patio. His two dogs are chilling with us, and we're out here having a good time. So just wanted to say welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Brickanista Broadcast Network on YouTube. And I know I'm starting at a different time. So for some of you, you may be watching this later because I normally stream at 1, but I couldn't pass up this awesome opportunity. And when I asked RJ, he says, I can do it, but it's got to be 5 o'clock. I said, okay, I'll take it. That sounds great. And thank you, RJ, too, for letting me hop onto your Wi-Fi and being able to do this and being a part of this. So we're going to do just kind of like a build and yak or a build and chat. And I'm going to be working on this, which, by the way, I have as a nice gift from one of my followers, Glenn Copeland. Thank you very much. And this is perfect because it's a convertible. And I think that on a day like today, wouldn't it be nice to be driving around in a convertible? So that's what I'm going to be working on. Oh, cool. So hello, Brickham's Den and Aubrey and Robin Eklund, welcome. Can you hear RJ okay? Because I know last time we had an issue with the audio with Ferg when I did a Brickanista on the Move. So I just want to make sure that you can hear him okay. I think you can hear me just fine. Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully everything's fine because I was watching the stream I did with Ferg, and thankfully, I guess because of some of my interviewing skills, I kind of repeated what he said. So hopefully you got some good things. So here's another Brickanista on the Move episode, and RJ is about almost an hour south of where I live. So I had to kind of budget my time, but of course there was an accident on the freeway. So thankfully we're all set, we're ready to go. And we are here to talk about BrickCon because BrickCon is on. Okay, it says RJ's sound is low. So do you have a headset maybe you can connect to your device? Because maybe that might help. Because are you you're talking into your, they can't hear RJ at all. Yeah, I don't want to run into this problem again like we have with
How about now?
Yeah, but now you're echoing.
Ooh, we don't like that either.
Okay. If not, I might be able to take the headset off of my down camera. You could use that. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting us know. And while he's getting the headset in place, and like I said, I know from last time with Ferg that it was hard to hear Ferg, and especially because we're talking about BrickCon, I really want you to be able to hear what RJ has to say. I think we can only hear him through my audio, not his. Okay. Is your audio set? And that's why I thought maybe the headset might help on your side. Okay, try unmuting yourself. And your speaker's off though, right?
Yeah, my speaker's off and my mic is now on.
Okay, I think I need to turn my volume down. Let me try that. Okay. So can you hear me and RJ now?
Let us know if you can hear me.
So now his speaker's on, so I think he was muted, so that might have been the issue. Okay. And then now we don't have an echo because I turned my volume down on mine.
Perfect. Okay. There we go. We're set.
Okay. I haven't heard any comment though yet, so that's why I'm waiting to hear from Aubrey or Rick or somebody if they can hear you. Because before they couldn't even hear you.
So okay.
That's why hopefully everyth's okay.
Well, hopefully they can hear me now.
Well, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hear me opening bag number 1 of my set.
Okay. Well, they haven't. You can hear him now. Yep, you can hear RJ. I just want to make sure you can hear RJ because Aubrey just said, "Yep, can hear you." So I'm thinking she meant RJ.
Okay.
Thank you, Bruce. Yeah. Okay, so Anyway, I'm so lucky because I met RJ, I think, at the first BrickCon I went to, 2019. And I didn't know you that well back then because I was visiting from out of town. I was visiting from San Francisco.
Yeah.
And I had been invited by Ferg. That's how I brought my first mock up here. I'm echoey. Uh-oh. Now it says I'm echoey. Who am I echoing through? Oh, maybe I'm echoing through your speaker now. That might be what's happening. Okay, I do have a headset. Let me try this.
And I have a headset.
Okay, let's try this. Okay, is this better? I think I'm going through the headset now. It says bad echo on my end. So maybe because we unmuted you. I'm hoping that you can hear me now. Hopefully I'm going through the headset. And you can hear that.
Technology is the best.
Still bad echo? Or all good now? Or is it still echoing for me? It's like, wow, I might have to move to StreamYard. This is ridiculous. I've done so many different things to make sure that I'm not, I've got all of that stuff. Okay. I don't know if we're still having a bad echo. There's a bit of a delay. So even, let me ask. So Rick, even with the headset, is there a bad echo for me? We'll type it in the chat. Because I'm wondering if I'm on a headset and you're on a headset, then there should be no echo, right?
There should be no echo, hopefully.
Okay. Because the last comment I have is a bad echo on my end.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't heard anything back from anybody yet.
Well, thank you guys for being patient while we enjoy this beautiful weather and also build Lego. So we appreciate it.
Okay, let's go with it. Awesome. Okay. Well, it's important because the last video I did with Ferg, it was super soft. You could barely hear him in some cases.
Oh, wow.
And thankfully, I had a chance to kind of repeat what he said.
Okay.
But, I don't know if it'll come to that. And I know there's a big glare on my end because what's happened is that the sun is literally coming right into the camera. So I'm trying to cover it a little bit
we don't get a lot of sun here, folks. So, when we have it, we're very grateful. But it is making her wash it out.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm not as washed out. And then RJ's in the shade. But okay, so you can see us now. You can see I've got my Hidden World shirt on. This is from 2018. I had actually registered for the 2018 con, but I had a business conflict, so I couldn't come up. And then I ended up here in, I think, December of 2018 on a business trip, and then somebody dropped it off at my hotel. So I got my shirt, but I never made it to BrickCon in 2018. But in 2019, I did show up based on Ferg's recommendation. So as you know from my previous interview, and now it comes full circle. And RJ and I have gotten to know each other mostly because we were hosting a variety of Zoom calls for CLUG. And so I started attending some of his, he was attending some of mine. We ended up on the Sort Lug call together a couple of times. So that's how we've gotten to know each other better.
Much better, yeah. And you've been over one time before everything really shut down for COVID, where we had a little going away picnic party for Victor.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so they say there's still an echo. So they say we're too close to each other.
We're too
I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try turning my laptop. Maybe if I turn this way. Let's see. Because my camera audio, I believe, is coming through this. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing and see if this changes things. Because it's really annoying when the audio isn't working right, in my opinion. So I'm gonna try. And actually, my video looks better because now my camera is not in the sun, so that fixed that.
Well, I'm waiting for your expert guidance and knowledge to tell me what to do while I snap together some things.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm looking for the microphone. It should be coming through. Testing my mic. Testing my mic. I think it's going right. Okay. All right. I think this is correct. So it should be getting my audio through my headset. So hopefully that's better. Let me check the chat. Check the chat. It's more like you're in a water tank, but I'll go for it. Stay there. It's good. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna stay
A cool
here.
water tank.
And I look better. I'm not, all washed out. And now Brickham says it's perfect now. Okay. I think what happened is I put my headset on, but I didn't tell Zoom to start using my headset. Okay. All right. And I look better this way because I don't have that glare right here.
You're not getting any of the delicious sun. There you
All
go.
right. I do need to put that back in play. Okay. We're set.
We're set.
Okay.
Nice.
Now I'm going to start working on this. I'm actually closer as well.
Yeah.
So
Easier.
So yeah, so RJ and I have been chatting mostly through Zoom. And then as he mentioned, we had going away picnic for Victor. Ooh, that's an interesting story. I told you how I met Victor, right?
Yes.
So Victor, who is Polish, what's funny is that he had posted on one of those Facebook, I guess Facebook sale places, and
Facebook
he said,
Marketplace, probably.
He was selling his Acro Mills drawers, those drawers that the ones that I have normally behind me when I'm streaming from home, and it happened to have Lego in it, and then I told him, there's this group called C-Lug, and you should check it out. And so I met him because I bought his Acro Mills drawers from him. And then it turns out that, I introduced him to all the C-Lug people. He started coming to meetings. Then he started chatting with RJ, and RJ and him became friends. We had two picnics for him, actually.
We did
he
have
said he
two
was
picnics for
leaving
him.
in September. So we took him to this. Actually, this is an awesome place, and I'm almost afraid to tell people where it is because it's.
You can give them an idea of the general area.
Yeah, I'm
where
not going to tell
where
them
it
because
is.
it's like my secret spot now.
Right.
So anyway, let's just say we went to this area that is easy to park, has picnic benches, and has a nice view of a waterway and a bridge. There you go. That's vague enough, right?
Big enough. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we all met there, and we took shifts walking to the restaurant to get our food and come back. And then he said, "But I'm not leaving yet." So he didn't leave until I think early November, because I think it was after BrickCon.
It was after BrickCon.
Right?
He actually go to BrickCon with us. Yeah.
So then we took him out again. And actually, no, we took him out 3 times because he came here for your Labor Day.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, he did.
Okay. So I think we took him out in August. Then we came here for Labor Day.
Then we
and
went
then
to the
we
Lego
took
store.
him out to the Alderwood Mall.
Yeah.
And he got a chance to actually go to the Lego store, kind of as a going away, congratulations, you made it. We're going to miss you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to reach out to him. It's been a while since I've chatted with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good guy. Polish builder. I want to say he has an Instagram, and Mr. What is it called? Well, we'll figure it out. He's a really nice train builder too. So all the train people out there, he was pretty amazing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he's been featured on Eurobricks a couple of times.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So this is cool. What I'm building is this convertible, which is 40448, and this is a Lego Ideas set. So it's a small set, and I think they made it a gift with purchase. Yep. And I got this as a gift from Glenn Copeland. So thank you, Glenn. He sent this to me for my birthday. And I am excited about this. But what's cool is that these have a little description of the build, I guess the fan enthusiast. This is Arna Janke. Arna Janke. 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 So anyway, they're talking about going to brick slopes soon. So, and by the way, I have talked with Aubrey. Aubrey should be coming on my show a couple weeks before brick slopes. Ooh. So she can talk about elves. She really knows elves backwards and forward. And then she's going to do a recap of brick slopes afterwards.
Awesome. And I'm also going to brick slopes. So Aubrey, look me up and let's meet.
You two should definitely connect. So Aubrey Kovach, who's she's based in Utah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, 40 minutes from her or something like that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it'll be my first brick slope, so I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, and Cody Otley, I think I may have told you this story too, that at Brick Cascade, Cody Otley gave me a Bearded Builders Guild medallion, or 2x2, and clearly, I can't actually be in the Bearded Builders Guild. Like RJ can. I mean, you're sporting quite the beard there.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
But I got the token. It was like a token of appreciation because of my love of pirates. So Aubrey, when you go to Brick Slopes, please say hello to Cody Otley for me. And also, I'm sure he's going to be well represented with pirates. Because that's the one thing he told me, that I was disappointed. Okay, Brick's Cascade people, if you're listening, I mentioned this when I was talking to Ferg too, that pirates are like an afterthought. At least with BrickCon, which I absolutely love, is that the Houston brothers would bring all of their pirates.
And so many ships, it's unbelievable.
16 ships, I think. They would drive them all the way down. Oh, they may not be able to make it because they're Canadian.
Well, they also just announced that August 1st, fully vaccinated Canadians will be able to come. So we are hoping that our Canadian friends will be able to come to
Well, that would be cool.
Yeah, it would be very cool.
So Aubrey's building an Elves Castle for brick slopes. That's awesome. It's a 48 by 48 castle challenge that she's participating in. Cool. That sounds cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, so anyway, so RJ will be at Brick Slopes. And the main reason I wanted to have this chat today is because, as you know, they just announced, dun, da, da, BrickCon is on. BrickCon is on.
BrickCon is on.
BrickCon is on, and RJ is part of the, I guess, is it called a board of directors or?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, so the board of directors for BrickCon, and in fact, he'll be able to tell us more about that. However, before we get there, will you be willing to share with them what you told me about the little minifig from last year?
The little minifig from last year, the baby?
Yes. Yeah. Will you be able to share? Is that because I don't think everybody knows this about the baby.
The BrickCon baby?
The BrickCon baby.
Yeah. So we had a BrickCon baby that was very cool, and a lot of the idea came from Naomi's Super Sewer Baby idea.
Super Sewer Baby.
I said, you know what? We can print on those babies. We should probably have a BrickCon baby. Everybody does a BrickCon, a minifigure. You know, everyone at every con has a torso that's printed or anything like that, but no one had a baby. So I was like, found out that a printer could actually print on a baby, and everybody got a BrickCon baby. It was a huge success and very popular item.
Yes.
And the first printed Lego convention baby. So
first ever.
Yeah.
BrickCon baby.
BrickCon baby.
RJ was kind enough to tell me after it was public that it was inspired by the Super Sewer baby stories, which is so cool. Thank you. That was so sweet.
Yeah, I never would have thought of something like that until hearing about all of these different baby characters, and I was like, oh, that'd be so fun if we had one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And then it happened, so even better.
Yeah, it was really nice. And of course, everybody's talking about Brickcon baby, and he's showing up, or she's showing up, or they're showing up everywhere. And it was nice you put it on the white baby, so it could be any gender you choose.
Mm-hmm.
And very, very cute.
Yep. I even incorporated my Brickcon baby and my sig fig in my mock for Brickcon last year.
So very cool.
You look at the pictures of the Brickcon Apocaland build and see the IKEA, you'll see me and the Brickcon baby hanging out watching everything that's happening.
Oh, so yeah, if you missed it, RJ had this big IKEA mock that was at the virtual, as you remember, last year was virtual, and he lives not too far from the IKEA here. I have yet to go to that IKEA. I still haven't been to the IKEA, even though Big Look was been out, and everybody loves all those different drawers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big Look drawers.
Oh, Alexander 23 is here. Everybody needs an SSB. That's true. But the Brickcon baby, you're going to be selling the Brickcon baby this year, right? For those
I don't know that we're going to be selling the Brickcon baby, but it's in the pocket of an item that we would like to have again. So
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Everything from Brickcon is TBD. It's actually the theme of Brickcon 2021.
Yeah, TBD. Everything is TBD.
TBD is also stands for 2 Brickcon decades. Brickcon is actually celebrating in October its 20th Brickcon. So TBD is also 2 Brickcon decades.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. You didn't put that on the website.
2 Brickcon decades.
See, that's why we do interviews. You get the inside scoop right here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network.
So you should travel, build, and design something for Brickcon. Oh, is that TBD again? It probably is. Travel, build, and design, folks.
Yeah. So TBD, and each theme coordinator. So I'm actually going to be involved in 2 themes this year. This year, I've been asked by Eric Wilkinson to help with the brick films. So we're going to be doing brick films. And then I also had asked to be part of a theme that, and when I was asking Sean, last time I did architecture along with Alex Esty, which was fine. I enjoyed it. But I wanted to do something kind of more fantasy related. And he goes, well, dystopia is available. I said, oh, yeah. I want dystopia. Bring it. Bring dystopia.
Yep, that's a great theme. And it's so topical. So topical right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we were chatting about that. And the thing, though, in fact, I'll let RJ talk about the new format. So, and the decision behind coming up to that new format.
Well, just because of what is happening in the world right now, Brickcon has decided to limit the amount of people who will actually be able to come down to 400 attendees. So fewer than normal. We also are a day shorter, but we'll run a full Friday, Saturday, and Sunday program. Also to keep our youngest and most vulnerable public attendees safe. Everyone who attends will need to be vaccinated and wear masks inside the facility. And we are limiting attendance to 1,000 people per session to the exhibition hall for the public. And we feel that that's a responsible and safe thing to do at this time. So won't have a crush of people admiring all of the amazing builds that will show up.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I kind of like the builder days the best because it's just the builders. Not that I don't like the public. I like the public, but sometimes I'm not big with crowds in general.
Well, the public has huge support here for BrickCon and all Lego related things and all the Lego builders and Lego artists. So it's also really nice to see those people who bring these incredible, amazing, huge, gigantic builds in and have the public, give them the recognition that they so rightfully deserve for just being amazing Lego artists. So
exactly. Yeah. And I think that's one thing that's really been nice as far as, and I mentioned this on my interview with Ferg, is that the community up here in the Pacific Northwest, so Oregon, Washington, this whole region, the Vancouverites in Canada, everybody is just so amazing, very chill, also just very supportive. And so if you haven't been to one of the cons up in this region, whether it's ours, BrickCon, always the first weekend of October, then Bricks Cascade will be in March of 2022. And then we have, after that, BrickCan, which will be in May.
Yes.
So just put those 3 on your calendar. Make it to at least one. More if you can.
Yeah, for sure. But of course, we would love to see you at BrickCon. It'll be October 1st through the 3rd at the Seattle Exhibition Hall in the Seattle Center. So come down, see some amazing things. Come see the Space Needle. Come ride the monorail. Come hang out. Be a lot of fun.
Now, the Seattle Exhibition Hall, is that the same thing as the Ballet Center?
It is the lower level of the Ballet Center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I remember from 2019. And are you going to have that tent area as well that you had between the buildings?
That is not going to be possible this year, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, so the tent will not be there. There will not be Kid Brick this year. We will have vendors, and we will not be having the quiet access hour, unfortunately.
Oh, the night before where they turn the lights off, that kind of thing?
The quiet hour is for our public attendees, specifically young people who have sensory issues with loud noises and lots of people and stuff like that. We actually have an early hour for them where they get basically the whole facility to tour during that hour before the public can come in. And the lights are only at half strength and it's limited number of people who can come in, and we have builders come in so that these kids who are having these sensory issues are not overwhelmed and they get to talk to the builders, and it's specific time for them, and it's extremely popular, and it's so appreciated by the community, and we apologize, we're not going to be able to offer that this year.
But it will happen again someday.
It will happen again, hopefully next year.
It's like baby steps. We started with virtual, all virtual last year, and now we're going to hybrid, which I'm really fascinated by. Before we go on, I have to show people this part. So if you haven't seen this part, this is pretty cool. And I know if Ferg was watching, he'd be like, oh, I know exactly what that is. But this is, you get 4 of these rims, I guess, or what are these? These are fenders. And look at the color. This is like, I think this is turquoise. It's not azure. It's definitely not azure. So I'm going to say maybe it's even dark turquoise, but it is so cool. I absolutely love this. So yeah, we're having fun.
We are having fun. I just finished bag 1 of mine.
Oh, nice.
So pretty fun.
That is really, really nice. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to be one of those people who may or may not be able to go. So I am planning to register, but the problem is that I'm waiting for Novavax for my vaccine. Because I don't have Novavax yet, I'm going to have to probably help virtually.
Okay.
So I've already mentioned this to Sean,
because Sean is the person helping with all the theme coordinators.
Yes.
And, you know, there's certainly things I can be doing, just like last year, I was one of the trusted virtual guides. I still have my t-shirt.
So we could just use the same t-shirt from last year.
But I'm thinking, and maybe you don't know the answer to this, RJ, but if I wanted to submit MOCs,
but I couldn't physically be there because of the vaccination rule, could I have somebody else bring my MOCs for me? As long as I'm registered for the full account?
Yes.
I just can't physically be there?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, then you will see my MOCs because I've
Excellent.
been a mad woman doing all these MOCs for Brick by the Bay that I got to file at least a few.
Yeah, you got to figure out how to get them in so that we can see them.
Yeah, I will definitely do that because
Okay.
I have really, really missed being a part of the con. And I would absolutely love that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the con experience for the people who haven't been before, you know, it's overwhelming and scary. We have a session called BrickCon 101.
Yes.
And
I remember taking BrickCon 101.
yeah, I think that that's really important for a newbie to go to unless they have a, you know, a person that they're going with who's been to a Lego convention before, just so you can learn the layout of the land. You can learn, you know, all of the rules, which everyone else knows, but you may not know yet. Like, don't move or touch anyone else's MOC without them giving you permission to do so. You know, just little things like that. Where are the facilities? Where are the classes? Where are the restrooms? What are the hours? When can we be in here? What do we do when we're in here? All of those things get answered at the BrickCon 101.
It'll be more important this year because it'll be different. So
be a little bit different.
So the whole BrickCon 101, you might still want to go even if you've been going to BrickCon for a long time because things will be different as far as how things are managed.
Yeah.
So, hey, Joe Margella, welcome. Yes, people said the usual suspects are here. So these are followers of mine and people who also follow Tricky Bricks as well.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and they, if you haven't met RJ before, RJ is, you've been with BrickCon for what, 18 years, did you say?
No, let's see. My first BrickCon was actually 2011.
2011?
So this will be my 10th BrickCon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that's been interesting is that, and you could probably share with us the history of BrickCon because it's the oldest, from what I understand, it's the oldest adult fan of Lego convention in the Pacific Northwest.
It is actually the oldest continuing Lego fan convention in North
America. And you got to say that with an echo. North America, America.
Go. Yeah, so this will be the 20th BrickCon.
Wow.
So yes.
20 years.
20 years.
And I think on the website it said, except for that one time, I think it's always been in the same place, except for one time it moved somewhere else. And of course, last year we had COVID, right?
Yeah. I mean, but they were still broadcasting from the Seattle Center. The headquarters was still there. It's just there weren't actually any attendees. It was just the BrickCon folks. So.
Right. Which I think was really smart. It was really smart how they handled it last year.
Yeah, we weren't able to actually use the exhibition hall last year because it was a shelter for a vulnerable unhoused population,
right.
To keep them safe from COVID. So we actually to use normal city as the state was using it for helping some people who were homeless. So.
And I think they're still doing that now, right?
They are doing it now, but not in the exhibition hall anymore. So
okay.
Yeah.
So they've relocated them.
They have found alternate shelter for them. So
well, that's good. That's good. They're taking care of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So RJ and I have been chatting a little bit more about BrickCon, and feel free to ask questions too in the chat if there's anything specific.
Ooh, we love questions.
Yeah, we love questions. And we, when I was talking to RJ earlier about, so the theme is TBD, which is something 2 decades.
2 BrickCon decades.
2 BrickCon decades. So that's the overall theme is TBD, but each one of us coordinators have been asked to come up with a TBD theme for each of the subgroups. So
Yes.
what we're floating around right now for dystopia is top hats, brass, and dirigibles. So originally, Eric had said top hats, beards, and dirigibles. I said, that doesn't fit with me. I said, what is it with people and beards?
Not
here
everyone
in
can
the
have a
Pacific
beard.
Northwest?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, seriously, it's like you guys here like to have beards.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing.
Well,
I never had a beard before.
Langston and the Bearded Builders Guild in Utah.
Yeah,
So.
I only grew it out during the pandemic. Probably going to live on until this BrickCon.
That's true. You're an exception.
Yeah, I usually do not have a beard, but it was just something to do during the pandemic. Let me watch my beard grow.
Watch the beard grow.
Yeah.
But I've been having fun just hanging out with new people I've met here in Seattle, because I've only been here for a little over a year, you know, but I did move here after BrickCon. BrickCon was one of the reasons why I moved up here, is the community. They were so nice to me when I was up here. And I really felt, you know, that people, you know, were truly interested in propelling the art forward and supporting, you know, brick builders. So I'm really glad I made the choice to move up here.
Yeah, well, you can't find Lego on clearance here. It's gone because there's too many people that want to build Lego.
So Joel says, when is BrickCon? It is the first weekend of October.
Yep.
So it'll be October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Correct, yes.
Yeah. So so Aubrey and Joel are talking about all their backlogs. In fact, Joel, you talked about all of the elf sets that you have in your closet. You need to break those out. Those elf sets need to see the light. Yeah.
They can't.
In fact, I am already thinking about modifying the elf set that I won at Brick's Cascade. That was my first introduction to elves. I had no clue about elves. Everybody was talking about, oh, this is the elf line. I have no idea what you're talking about. But then I got my first set as a door prize, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yep.
I understand. Yeah. I think it's just so special, right? You just don't see that combination of fantasy, storytelling, and it also used the Friends dolls, that format.
Yeah, the mini dolls, mini elves. Yeah. I do like a lot of the foliage colors that they came out with. Mm-hmm. So even though they were parts that existed before, they came out in new colors all the time in the Friends and also the Elves series of Lego, which was fascinating to me. Purples and lavenders.
Oh, I know.
Lots of different
lavender, and we have a small group that are starting Lavender Lug.
Oh.
So, and I have a subset of Lavender Lug called Lavender, because we build with black and lavender.
Black and lavender would be cool.
Oh,
that would
it's
be
awesome.
A great color.
I love it. I made a lavender dragon.
Ooh.
And I have that little Liz character sitting on top of the lavender dragon.
Nice.
So yeah, if you want to be a part of Lavender Lug or Lavender Lug or both, then just build something in lavender and then use the hashtag Lavender Lug. And we will, I'm sure we'll recognize it. And if you want to go black and lavender, then even more kudos to you for going the lavender direction.
That's funny. I have not thought of putting those two colors together before. So
black and lavender, really?
Mm-hmm. No. My new favorite color combination is light bright orange and dark blue.
Oh, light bright orange.
Yes.
So that's the bright orange, not the one that looks like butter.
Not the cool yellow, I think is the Lego color. Same color as my shirt, the cool yellow. Not this color, but light bright orange.
Kind of like the flame yellow almost.
It was really came popular in Shima when Shima was still a thing.
Oh, okay.
But it's in a lot of different things now. It's in a lot of superhero sets. But yeah, light bright orange and dark blue, or earth blue as they call it. I just love those
So
colors.
Aubrey says, I'm gonna like the castle she's building. It sounds like it's in black and lavender.
Ah.
The Lavender Castle. And I have a Lavender dragon that can reside at your Lavender castle, Aubrey. You're going to build the L set with the portal. Whose castle is that? Yeah, I think Aubrey was talking about her castle the other day. Ravana? Does that sound right? I don't know all the elves, but I'm taking a swag at that. I know she's been working on that, Joel.
Well, that'll be cool to see, hopefully at Brick Slopes or BrickCon.
She will definitely be at Brick Slopes.
Okay.
So look for the Lavender Castle.
Yeah.
The Lavender Elves Castle.
Yeah.
That'll be Aubrey's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could do that.
So that's what she said. Here's more of this turquoise. These little
teal.
fenders. It's a teal?
That's teal.
Oh, okay. It is teal. You're right.
Teal.
Now the dark turquoise, so you're gonna have to educate me. There's turquoise, there's dark turquoise, and then there's the teal.
And then there's also azure. Whole palette of azure.
Azure I can figure out.
Yeah.
I always get confused with these other colors.
Yeah, but that is definitely teal.
Okay. So if I wanted to do something for Turklug, which is actually Fergs, this is not the right color. This is
turquoise is teal and turquoise, I think, are the same thing.
Well, that's why I'm confused, because I keep calling this turquoise, but you said it was teal.
Yeah, it's teal.
Okay. I'm gonna have to. I'll talk to the man himself.
Yeah.
I'll talk to
Turklug, the master of Turklug, and get a definitive answer.
Yes.
But yeah, I've always just called that teal.
Okay.
Which has shown up on the Prick-a-Brick wall, by the way, at South Center.
Oh.
Yeah, 1x4 brick in
1x4?
teal at South Center.
Okay. I don't go to South Center very often. Maybe I should swing by there on the way back.
Yeah.
What time do they close?
7, 8.
8 o'clock?
It's hard to say anymore. I mean, everyone's hours keep changing all the time. So.
Well, I know Bellevue has been my new favorite because they're open till 9.
Yeah.
Alderwood's been closing at 7, but maybe they're extending their hours now that we're in the summer.
Yeah. That would be nice if they did.
So now they're talking about Skyriz Portal with the fancy braided multi-tone hair. And yeah, so Aubrey's big into elves, so she knows what Joel's talking about. And then Joel's going to try to build a bunker for BrickCon. Yes, absolutely. And I think, of course, we're going to allow for virtual submission because it's a hybrid. So here's a good question for you, RJ. Because it's a hybrid model, earlier I asked if I have a physical model and if I want somebody to set it up for me, that's allowable. But what if I'm like in Pennsylvania or Michigan or some other place?
Well, with your registration, part of your registration for the convention is the ability to
be able to
display your MOCs.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means that, yes, you can file them, and then you will allow the virtual submissions. Kind of similar to last year?
The virtual component is mostly going to be an access thing. I will have to check up on MOCs. Let's table that as a question that I will follow up
table
with.
That.
Yes, we'll ask our theme coordinator about that. But at this time, I don't believe that the virtual attendees on the hybrid side will be able to actually display any MOCs. I think it will just be for the con registration.
So Joel, if you make your bunker and you ship it to me, then I could have somebody physically set it up as long as you're registered, right? That's allowable. Okay. So physical MOCs for now, for display at the con. they're still talking about virtual hybrid, virtual stuff. But as far as Aubrey was asking about how will the virtual hybrid part work, is that my understanding is that they're going to have some virtual sessions, like seminars, available.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So in other words, if you can't come for whatever reason, whether it's because of the vaccine or because of, travel, you can still register, you can still get your swag bag, but you won't be able to participate in seeing the MOCs, in physical form, but you still should be able to participate in the lectures and some of the training.
Yeah, we should have a whole palette of things for the virtual attendees to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that we are working on some kind of plan so that the virtual attendees will actually be able to do a virtual walkthrough of all of the MOCs.
That sounds
So
awesome.
that's TBD again. So
You're getting it hot off the presses, folks. I
Yeah.
mean, literally, they just made their decision, 2 days ago?
yeah, on the 15th. Yeah.
So you're hearing it right now, that, they're still working through a lot of, the details. But I was really excited to see you decided to go with the virtual hybrid format so that people could still display their MOCs and they could still participate remotely.
Yeah. Well, we also like doing things in person. So if there was any way that was going to be possible to do the event in person, we worked really hard to try to make that happen.
So Joel asks, how does RJ see cons in the future? Does he think hybrids are going to be the norm, then the exception?
I do. I think that hybrids are definitely going to be the forward this new world. I think that access is important. I think that equity in that access is important. So in order for that to happen, I think that the hybrid model is definitely going to be.
Well, that's good because it sounds like some people won't be able to make it in person. And so they're very excited that the hybrid option looks like it's going to be available.
You know, hybrid option is never going to be the same as an actual
Right.
convention. It's just not really a possible thing to hold two conventions without having two completely separate staffs.
Yeah.
Which basically will double or triple the convention's budget. So there will definitely be offerings that will be available in a hybrid model.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Did you take your headset off by chance? You never used it? Okay, you lost your audio for some reason. They lost your audio. You
about now?
lost sound on RJ for all of that.
That was so weird. Okay.
Okay.
well,
Well, see, this is why I'm glad you're telling me, because
Yeah.
this way, we can fix it.
But yeah, definitely the hybrid model is going to be the way of the
So,
future, for sure.
I'll kind of repeat while RJ's working on his sound that essentially he does think that hybrids will be the wave of the future because it's accommodating more people as far as being able to access and being able to show your work. And then also, you don't want to have two different sets of staff to be running two different sets of conventions because it's just, that's way too much overhead. And they're already a volunteer group, and to have to do that. It looks like we
Yeah.
didn't hear RJ's response to my question. Can you hear him now?
How about now?
Can you hear him now, or did I repeat pretty much everything that he said? So hopefully you heard that.
Yeah, I can say it again.
Could somebody mention if you can hear RJ?
Yeah, let me know. I can definitely talk about it again if necessary.
I think I kind of captured
I
what
think
you
he
said.
captured it.
That's kind of what I was doing for Ferg too, is
Yeah.
I would like repeat what he said. For example, I asked him, how many Citizen Brick minifigs do you have? And he goes, I have about 350. I'm like, 350? Are you kidding me? 350
Yeah.
Citizen Brick minifigs. That's why he's number 9 on the list. Here come the dogs.
Hi, dog.
I wonder if one of the dogs will come over here, and then you can see. He's got 2 greyhounds. Whiskey, Whiskey,
Whiskey, over there.
Whiskey. Come here, Whiskey. And this is Shane. Shane, you want to say hi to everybody? Here, I'll grab the camera.
Oh my
this.
gosh. They are such
Got
attention.
Shane over here, and Whiskey. I don't know if everybody had a chance to see them.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
adorable.
They are not the smartest of the dogs, but they're definitely affectionate. So
Let's see if I can get Whiskey. There's Whiskey right
Hi,
behind me. Hey, how are you? Very affectionate dogs. Very sweet. So this is Whiskey. And then
Shane
trying to see
ran
Shane.
off over
Here, in fact, I'll
here.
pan over here so
There
you
he
can see
is.
where RJ is sitting compared to me. So we're keeping our social distancing. And Whiskey's now licking my
Hi,
hand.
Shane.
So
Yep.
he's so cute. Very, very, very sweet.
They're very
So,
nice dogs. Yeah. Are definitely
I miss
from the
having a
Greyhound
dog.
Rescue. Greyhound Rescue in Seattle is through an organization called Greyhound Pets of America. It's up in Woodinville.
Oh.
And they have a large kennel there,
Mhm.
and they are a no-kill operation. So the dogs that can't be socialized will always live at the kennel. And
This is,
It
you
is-
said in Woodinville, is this homeward bound? Or is this specific to Greyhounds?
it's specific to Greyhounds.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
Greyhound-only shelter, and they get them from all over the world. Actually,
Wow.
Shane came from Ireland. He's an Irish dog.
He's
so-
an Irish dog.
Irish. He's
Shane.
definitely lucky.
He responded to my Irish accent.
Do you miss your homeland, Shane? That's why he has a green collar, by the way.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it's interesting because I just did a Let's Build Magic collab, or not a collab, a challenge
Mhm.
for a brick huntress, and I ended up opening the Banshee in the video.
Ooh,
That?
okay.
Did you know what a Banshee is?
Yeah.
And I had no idea that she is so dark. You
Yes.
know? It was like, whoa.
Which makes it funny that there's also an X-Man in the X-Men comics that's Banshee, and it's a man.
It's
so.
a man. It should be a ban-he.
Yes.
And I talked with who was it, Debo last night about that, and he said I burst his bubble.
Yeah,
He's
Banshee.
upset now because Banshee's always been a man to him.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Facts is facts.
You know, and then his daughter, Banshee's daughter, is Siren, who has the same power set as him, and you know,
Yeah.
it's she. So you know, there you go.
Well, that's why it's funny because people in the chat, I think Joel was also an X-Men person.
Mhm.
And when I said the true mythology of the Banshees, they were like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this old wailing woman
Yep.
who's cleaning blood-stained clothes at the edge of a river. Yeah,
Yeah.
I said, if you want to refer to it as a man, it's a ban-he, not a banshee.
Not a Banshee. That's funny.
Yeah, but anyway, I actually did this, and I'm so glad. So for those of you who listened to me last night, remember how I said I wasn't going to take the one that I'm delivering to Brick Huntress. I'm not going to go dark on that one. So all I said was the Banshee is very sad when somebody passes away, which is true. That's not untrue. And then I said, and they help guide them on their journey, you know, when they're on their next adventure or something like that. I kept it very, very PC. And because they said, you should go dark. I go, I'm not going to go dark for that group, because when I was watching her Instagram review, what she does is she invites people to do a show and tell. So
Okay.
you're on the Instagram, and then she'll invite people, if you want to show your mock, then, you know, ask to join. And there were a lot of kids, I mean, really young kids. So I didn't want to go
Yeah.
the route I'm actually taking this mock, RJ,
Mhm.
Have you heard of Hecate, the Greek goddess?
Yeah.
She's the Greek goddess of magic. But it's pretty dark. A lot of things that she, her powers and, it's very, very magical. And she practices necromancy too.
Yeah,
So-
most mythology is pretty dark.
Yeah. That's why I was telling people, I said, I'm not going to bring that on to Brick Huntress's group.
Yeah.
I think that would be a little too dark for them.
Yeah, there's already a lot going on in the world. They don't need to add to it with that.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need to traumatize any children.
Yeah, that was nice of you, though.
Yeah, no, it was great. She had mentioned it to me, and I said I would do it. I told her I would participate this time.
Mhm.
I've done it twice now. The last time was she had another one that was called Let's Build a City,
Ooh.
and I took my Tricky Bricks fountain
Mhm.
and I submitted my fountain for her city. And so I'm doing the same thing. I'm kind of dovetailing the two challenges because there's just so many challenges. You just can't do all of them, right?
No.
So the one for Tricky Bricks is a mythology challenge. So what I did is I looked up the mythology of magic, the goddess of magic, and that's where I found Hecate. And I was just like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. That is so cool. That is super cool, Hecate. And then as I was building the mock, I said, oh, I have this video blind box that I haven't opened yet. And it was Banshee. I couldn't believe it because the other thing that's cool is apparently if you look up the mythology for Ireland and Banshees, they come in 3 different forms: a maiden, a matron, and a crone. And then if you read the same thing about Hecate, she appears as 3 different forms of a woman too, in the same thing: a young maiden, a matron, and a crone. So it's interesting seeing the parallel between these 2 different cultures and how they had a similar type of being or mythological creature.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's possible one was influenced by, the ancient Greeks/Romans
Hmm.
as well. We know that the Romans definitely had a presence in Britain, so
That's true.
they could have potentially have had that travel to Ireland.
Yeah, I think that, and I was talking about this last night too, that even the mythology of dragons, that dragons appear in so many different cultures around the world. So how could they be so similar and yet be mythical? It's almost as if they have this, like maybe a consciousness that is, tied together. So Aubrey wants to know, RJ, if you have an Instagram account.
I do not have an Instagram account.
Sorry, he doesn't.
Sorry.
But do you do Flickr, or if somebody were to see your mocks, where would they go?
Oh, my mocks?
Yeah.
You'd see them at Brickcon.
You have to go to Brickcon to see him. And something else about RJ, which I found interesting, is that he is big into trains.
Mhm.
And how did you get started in trains?
Actually, trains is what got me out of my dark ages. I didn't have very long of a dark age. My dark age was only about 3 years.
Mhm.
From the time that I graduated college to when I first moved here.
Mhm.
And the set that brought me out of my dark ages was actually it was a train, basically. It was a passenger train. And I got one for Christmas and then ended up getting another train for my birthday and getting involved in Sea Lug.
Well, you seem like you've been an officer for a long time.
I have been very active
You've been
for a
very
long
active.
time. Yeah. I also have managed for the last 9 years the Brick Nation display at the Emerald City Comic Con,
Oh.
which is the 3rd largest popular culture convention in North America. And I love all things comic books and related, so that was an easy
transition
thing to get involved
So
in.
you also work for a toy company, right?
I do work for a toy company, so we also do Playmobil at my job. So
That's okay. You don't have to be ashamed of
yeah,
that.
it's Playmobil. It's very
It helps to pay the bills.
Popular in Europe for any European list. It's not Lego, but it is
Right.
definitely a very popular toy line in some parts of the world. Yeah, so we work with Playmobil and all the cool things that are Playmobil. They even have a Playmobil theme park.
Really?
Like, who knew? Yeah, it's in Essen, Germany.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
things I learned. Yeah.
So I wanted to show people this little piece. Ferg was talking about this the other day, and it looks like they're using it as a gear shift mechanism. Have you seen this, RJ? This is where they have a headlight brick, and then they have a stud, and then they connect this handle piece. And then in this case, this is, I guess, it's a little bit of a stretch, but I put it here. I guess it's supposed to be like the gear shift of
Nice.
the wheel.
Yeah. I love to see all of the cool things that these builds show us. I mean, there's just so many interesting techniques.
Well, and also this is an idea set. So this came from a fan. This isn't a design that was done by one of the Lego designers. It's one of the fans came up with this. So I think that's another reason why I like doing the idea sets in general. And this is one of the smaller ones. It's great, really great to see.
I love Speed Champions. I think that Speed Champs is probably my favorite line for Legos that's put out in like at least the last 10 years. Speed Champions is amazing.
It's interesting. I've done
there
two
are
now.
So many things.
The Dodge
oh, yeah?
Challenger, and then the Ford Fiesta.
I'm on bag 3 now. There's just so many good ones. I do kind of miss the 6-wide Speed Champions a little bit. I was just going to ask you about
that, if you like the 6-wide. Like, for those of you wondering, this is a 6-wide. Yeah. Because it's got, 6 studs wide for the girth of the car.
Yeah, I do like the 6-wide. I understand why they went to the 8-wide for the realism and the fact that you can have 2 minifigures sit side by side. But pretty much every Speed Champion set has just had some incredible technique. Upside down, snot, sideways, diagonal. I mean,
oh yeah,
it is great, and for like $15 and $20, I mean, yeah,
it's a great bargain.
It's a great bargain, and if you're really studying technique, it's an hour and a half build. Playing with the different parts, different formats, different everything. It's
So you heard it from RJ, you heard it from Ferg, Speed Champions. And hi, Eric Wilkinson. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Eric.
We were just talking about the themes that you and I are going to be working on. So RJ was talking about how the hybrid model is how we're going to be moving forward with this particular convention. And because I'm still waiting for Novavax for the vaccination protocol, that I probably won't be able to attend in person if I'm not fully vaccinated by then. But you can bring my MOCs for me, or Brickworm, or I'll recruit somebody to set up my MOCs for me. Which, yeah, it's just the way it is. I completely understand. So, and honestly, I don't think I'd want to be in a hallway not being vaccinated anyway.
Yeah.
I would probably say, I'll pass.
Well, this is super cute. This is the little ghost dog from the Hidden Side sets, and it's a dual molded.
It's got the little ghost feet, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's really cute.
In fact, what I'm thinking about doing is in my current model, I have the Banshee and I put the fox, which, by the way, did you know that a fox in the middle of the night will let out a piercing wail very similar to a woman in distress? So how perfect is that? That I had the fox as like the companion to the Banshee.
There you go.
Yeah, all these coincidences, or is it a coincidence?
Is it a coincidence?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. The universe could be telling you.
I tell you, I think I told you this, right, RJ? That when I went to BrickCon, that my blind bag for my CMF was the pirate captain.
Oh,
Did I
that's
tell you this?
no.
Okay, so get this, RJ. First blind bag, Brick Can Pirate Captain. Second blind bag at Bricks by the Bay was the Batman swimming pool lifeguard one. But
Nice.
you know I'm big into Batman,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
And then the third one is this video blind box, which I said I am trying to maybe put Willa the Witch or something to be the Hecate character. And it happens to be the Banshee, which is absolutely perfect. So I tell you, the universe works in weird ways.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's very, very cool. I was super excited when that happened.
Yes. We know
Yeah.
all your Batman stuff and your Batman standee who's always accompanying you and all your calls at your house.
Hey, that Batman loves coffee too.
Oh, he does. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I probably should get one of those yellow mugs. You know, the yellow coffee mugs?
Yep. I think so.
Okay, there's still an echo on my side. Okay, I thought we fixed that. I wish they made that ghost dog. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why there's an echo on my side. Because I had it now going through my headset instead of through my Logitech. Is it still there? Has it been going on all this time? See, since Eric just joined, maybe
It's Eric's
everybody-
fault. Let's blame Eric.
It's Eric's fault.
Oh, hi, Eric. How are you?
Well, Eric, since he's on the call, he used to be the dystopia theme coordinator before I became
And the steampunk, and also the steampunk
yeah,
coordinator.
and that's why it was so cool because we're talking about doing a steampunk airship airport.
Ooh.
So creating the base airport and letting everybody bring their steampunk ships. And then even, so, okay, so for those of you in Sea-Lug who know
this already.
you're probably going, why did they only order all of those
pirate masks?
You know, they're,
They're
during our lug bulk, I ordered a bunch of masks. And they're looking at me like I'm crazy. It's like,
It's a method to my madness, folks. Those steampunk masks
for steampunk ships.
So if somebody needs a mask, I got you covered. So anyway, there's a group of us, you know, Eric and myself and a couple others who are going to come up with like a standard, quote unquote, standard, so that people don't feel intimidated,
You know, by putting together a steampunk ship. A dirigible fly-in, exactly, a dirigible fly-in.
That will be
I love
amazing. That will be amazing.
It'll be cool, yeah.
And you know, there's so many new like brass and
Yep.
gold and titanium and
Yep,
flat
and
silver.
then you have all those trolls, your favorite line,
Oh,
the trolls balloon pieces. If you ever want to get on RJ's bad side, buy him a troll set for a gift.
I just saw some on clearance. Where was it? And they were 60% off, and I still didn't buy it because they're
Where?
gross.
Where was that?
I want to say it was at Target.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I like the trolls. I love the color palette.
No thanks.
If you just think about it as a parts pack, don't think about the trolls themselves, because I know those really are revolting to you.
They're so revolting. They're so
So
bad.
if you really want to get on RJ's bad side, what you do is you buy him Unikitty sets and you buy him troll sets. And then
Yeah.
he probably couldn't give them away fast enough.
Oh man. So her head is 3 studs wide. What's happening there? It is her body is 3 studs wide. Yeah, it's terrifying. The math just doesn't work out. Terrible.
All right, so apparently my echo has been going on in and out on the whole time.
Huh.
But at least they can understand.
My backyard is not that big that
How
she
weird.
can echo across this yard, so that's weird.
Well, that is weird. That teal raya and the last dragon temple would make a great balloon. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's so many awesome pieces. Now I'm trying to think if I should try to fix my my echo. I thought I had fixed that. Okay, let's try something else here. Because I'm trying to think what else could be echoing. Maybe over here. Let's see if my phone over here is echoing, because I have. Oops. I had the headset. All right.
Well, I finally got the mechanism on this thing to work. So eventually that will open up into the
nice.
to the evil face of that haunted subway. So that's going to be fun.
I love the palette of the hidden side too.
I really found this line to be hit or miss. It was either that is the coolest thing I've seen, or what were they thinking?
Right.
A lot of the buildings were really cool, and the train station was really cool. So some of the smaller sets and vehicles, like the bus, I wasn't really too into, but
you like the bigger building?
Yeah, the buildings were just really interesting.
The one I missed that I wish I had gotten was the lighthouse.
Yeah.
That lighthouse, my friend Debo took 2 sets and modified it into one massive lighthouse. It's just amazing.
That would be cool.
Now, this is an interesting technique. They're taking a panel and then a 1x2 on the end and building upside down, and they're putting this 1x1 with a top clip. And I'm not sure where they're going to put this, but it's an interesting shape. Okay, so this is the door. They're turning it around this way, and it sits here.
That's how they're able to get the 2 figures in side by side now.
How
you can
cool
see that.
Is that?
Yeah.
That's the door. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, so do we want to create some drama on the call?
You want to create drama?
Yeah, we could right now.
Right now.
Stickers, like why? They're terrible. Who does stickers and why? I hate stickers so much.
Well, if you hate stickers, you should stick with the 4+ sets.
I do. I love those things. I love 4+ sets. They have all printed pieces. Also, I don't have the ability to put stickers on anything. So, like, if the universe was coming to an end and they said, if you put this sticker on straight, you're just all going to die because
you don't know the Windex method, do you?
No.
You need to know the Windex method.
Yeah, I'm not. I just can't.
Yes, you can. The Windex method will save you.
It's a skill, and all of the time I've ever played with Lego my whole entire life, I have never been able to put a sticker on straight ever.
Well, that's why you use Windex. This is something I learned on Tricky Bricks. That what you do is you put, in fact, if you have some Windex, I have a sticker here. I could demonstrate it for you.
We do have
But
Windex.
essentially I was going to put my sticker on at the end, but there's a 1x2, and then you put on a Q-tip a little bit of Windex, and you put it onto the tile. Then you take your sticker on a brick separator or something, and you lay it down, and then it gives you enough time to adjust it, so then it's straight. You should try it.
Sounds complicated.
You should try. It's not complicated. It's Windex.
It sounds,
I don't think I can do it. It's
I don't
Windex.
think so. Yeah, sounds terrifying.
RJ, you
I
crack me up.
just don't want to deal with that. So
If it meant that you'd never have to touch another Trolls or a Unikitty set, would you do it?
Yes.
Yes, you would. I knew you would.
Yes, I would. Yeah. But yeah, I have all the Speed Champion sets built, and not a single one of them has a single sticker on it anywhere because I just do not like them.
Oh. So Aubrey said it's too bad she didn't know that I wanted the Lighthouse. She had so many of them. Yeah, well, that's okay. I'm sure there's probably some out there if I wanted to get one, but I just noticed that my MOCs, for some reason, and I don't know why this is, I like to do pirate ships. I like to do lighthouses. I like to do my Micropolis, and my city builds have to have water in them, but I'm not sure why. Because
it's very relaxing.
Maybe that's what it is. Well, I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I was near the beach. And maybe that's what it is. Like you said, it's soothing. It's something that's relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely miss the beach. I lived on the beach when I was in college, so Cal State Long Beach. I lived right on Long Beach on Ocean Boulevard, and it was pretty dang amazing.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
It was awesome. I do miss the smell of the ocean.
Well, we're near the Sound. We're not that far from the ocean.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the sound is actually quite nice.
Parts of it are.
I went to Bainbridge Island when I went to visit with Ferg and Ellie, and it's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
It's really
There
nice.
definitely are parts that are more beautiful than others. It's also cold. Like, it's cold. It's cold.
There?
Well, Puget Sound is cold.
Oh, you're talking about the water.
The water, yeah.
The water
I want to
itself,
swim in the water. I just want to look at it. I want to.
Yeah, well, that's the same as in San Francisco. The water's cold there, too.
So, cold.
So apparently Joel says he needs the Hidden Side High School, but he's not going to get any more new Lego because I think it just goes into his closet.
Oh. Well, don't you have your closet Lego and your building Lego?
That's right.
I have both. I have closet Lego and building Lego.
And Eric Wilkinson said he worked for a sign shop a long time ago, and we used that method for vinyl applications too. So Windex, there you go. Two testimonials there for you.
I'll think about it.
I think you should try it. Try it on a set that you don't care about.
Ah, that would make more sense.
Then,
try it on a set I don't care about.
Yeah, try it on a set you don't care about. You're going to part out anyway. And then see if it works, and then if it does, then you're like, ooh.
It might even be this one because I plan on taking it apart. So yeah, it's all done.
Wow. See, he finished his set. Everybody who watches me knows I'm a slow builder. He had a 345 piece set. Mine's 100 and I think 73 pieces. Though I did get a late start.
Yeah.
I mean, you had already built like bag 1 or so when I was building.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut myself some slack.
You should.
Even though, you know, people like Doc Simpson, Doc on the call, he gave me 3 snails the other day.
3
As a
snails?
comment.
Oh my, okay.
Well, he and I built together. We met at the Mount Lake Terrace Library.
Oh, nice.
And we were both in our respective cars.
Okay.
So I built in my car, and he built in his car. And then he finished early, so he just took off, right? So I warn people when I build with them. I said, okay, just so you know, because I'm talking and doing other things, that I'm a slow builder. So don't expect me to be fast.
Yeah. Just playing with all the minifigs now. They're pretty cool hoodie.
Oh, the hoodie, yeah. Was it Jack?
Yeah, and this hoodie and hat are really a nice mold. I like the back printing on the hoodie. Just really, really nice set of minifigs and accessories to these guys.
Absolutely.
I mean, I wish her hair wasn't purple, but I definitely know a lot of people who have
her
purple hair.
Nice.
I know a lot of people who have. Well, you know, I wish that it was like a brown, or a more uncommon color than this purple, because a lot of characters have this purple hair. I do love the teal headphones. I love the dual molded colors. So she's pretty fun. I love her fanny pack that she uses around her chest instead of waist, because I do this with my Lego fanny pack too. So I like that quite a little bit.
Well, I think that Hidden Side missed the mark with the augmented reality, unfortunately. It was a nice concept, but unfortunately they missed the mark on it.
Well, I had a problem getting it to work on my Android device, so I stopped. But I did get a Disney train that I split with someone in C-Lug. She wanted all the figs and all the buildings.
Right.
And I wanted all the track and the train, because, you know, I'm in PSLTC, which is Puget Sound Lego Train Club. And so it was a great deal for us to get this huge, gigantic set. I let her keep all the VIP points because I wasn't worried about that. But
so you split a set.
We split a set, yeah. And I got the train out of it, and the power up function app was really good. It was so easy to use.
The train whistle is adorable.
Yeah. So I don't know why that augmented reality thing wouldn't work on my phone, but you know, their other app worked so well. So it was pretty surprising actually that it was not
Lego is not known for software.
They're
They're not.
not, but
I can't think of any software that they've done. Maybe Mindstorms, maybe, but nothing has really been that outstanding when it comes to software.
well, you know, think about like just the number of sets produced. Did they produce more hidden side sets, or did they produce more Disney trains? They produced more hidden side sets, right?
Yeah.
Just based on price point alone, plus the
Right.
licensing fee and everything else. So you would think that that product would work better than, you know, this powered up app on a Disney train, but it was actually the reverse. So just a little surprising. I mean, I wasn't going to probably ever use it again after the one time, so it's fine. But it was a little surprising.
This is a cool technique. They put an ice skate into the hole of one of these like keyhole pieces, or the keystone piece, and they're using this on the hood of the car as like a, you know, what do you call it? That
Hood ornament.
the hood ornament. Yes, it looks amazing.
That does look amazing.
This is super cool.
Yeah. Mine is still new in the box, hiding somewhere in the closet. It's with the closet Lego, so you know.
And Eric Wilkinson says, yeah, you really should get to learn the Windex method because it's perfect for using it on the Discovery shuttle. You know, all those mirror panels that were on the shuttle. And then Joe Marbella says, Baylug is having our first outdoor in-person meeting next week since the pandemic. Wow.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah. Well, you heard about Bricknick too, right? In August? Are you planning to go to Bricknick?
I'm going to be at a wedding.
You're going to be at a wedding that day?
Stupid love. But yeah.
Darn it, love. Darn it.
Darn love.
Then we have to go and celebrate that.
Celebrate someone's joyous occasion. It is their first wedding, so you know it is good to be able to finally do those kinds of things again with our friends and loved ones. But the Bricknick, gonna miss it. I usually do not.
There'll be another Bricknick.
Yeah, well, I usually don't get to attend the Portland event because it runs around the same time as Emerald City Comic Con.
Right.
And I'm busy coordinating that, so it's a pretty well attended event, 110,000 people. So we are very busy at the Brick Nation Lego display. We get
to see this. This is an upside down windshield. So normally the windshield is like this, right? And you put the windshield on like that. They're putting it upside down, connecting it with these top clips and these 1x2 with the bar. So it actually shows up upside down like that. How cool is that? That's pretty dope, yo.
That's a great technique.
That is a cool technique. You know, you look at these things and you think, you know, how did they do that? And it's like, wow. So it rotates back and forth, so you can adjust it to whatever way you want. I think they want it like that, all the way down. Wow, that is super cool.
Wait till you put the surfboards on.
Yeah. So Aubrey says that their Lug meetings have been hybrid for 3 months now.
Ooh.
Yep. And you're right. Here go the surfboards.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I know that a lot of the lugs are starting to get a little bit more confident in the situation locally in many different places, and more lugs are starting to have in-person meetings. So
yeah,
it will be nice to reconnect with our good friends in the lugs.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
You know, after 15 or 16 months, depending on.
Well, yeah, I was talking to Ferg the other day, and the last time I saw him was at Bricks Cascade.
That was the last time I saw Ferg too, was at Bricks Cascade. So
yeah. I don't think he's been attending very many meetings online. I know he attended some when we were having them in person. I'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah. Well, he's also, pretty far. So
Yeah, it's a haul, him and Allie coming from Bainbridge.
yeah. And who else comes from Bainbridge?
Well,
Carlisle and
Diane
Diane. And
also comes from Kingston.
yeah, that's even further.
Well, it depends. If we have a meeting in Mount Lake Terrace that isn't that far, she just takes the ferry over and you're there.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is there a discussion about CLOG meeting in person?
There is a discussion about potentially meeting in September. I'm not sure if August is going to happen. It's just in a couple of weeks.
Right.
We are too big of a group to have a meeting at someone's house, so we have to rely on a public venue, which is the King County Library System, and they are not yet open
for groups.
Right. So yeah, we're playing it by ear, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know.
The surfboards on that car require Craggle. I was wondering because they keep popping off, but I don't use Craggle on my stuff.
Oh yeah, don't use Craggle.
So I don't know about you, Joel. Do you Craggle things, really, Joel? Or are you just saying that?
He's trying to get a rise out of us.
Okay, Aubrey says no, though I can't think of anyone that has come in person that isn't vaccinated. You mean? Yeah, I think that, eventually we'll all have a chance to meet in person. It'll happen.
It will happen.
It'll happen.
Just, it might not be to the speed that some people desire it, but it will definitely happen.
It will happen.
Yeah.
I think I am just on the closing bits here. I think I'm almost done.
Yeah, you are. You're getting there.
Actually, this worked out timing wise because you did what, a 345 piece set?
348, yeah.
Yeah, and I did 171.
Yeah.
And you still beat me, but at least I think based on the parts that are left over, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I did do something wrong at some point in this build. I'll have to go back and figure it out. Because this is not a piece that is usually left over in any mock, so any build or any set. So somewhere along the lines, this was not very structurally important, and I missed it. So got to figure it out.
So Eric was asking if you said anything about EC, CC, and Brick Nation.
Ooh. Well, Emerald City Comic Con is definitely going forward, but the Brick Nation is still up in the air. We haven't been able to get in touch with our normal contact person, and I believe they may no longer be there. It's run by a company called Reed Pop, and Reed Pop is undergoing some tremendous challenges right now. So I'm sure you can read all about it online if you want to know about Reed Pop. They do conventions all over the world, and since that hasn't been able to happen, various financial things have happened. So I don't know if we will be invited, and I'm hoping that we are again. That will be our 10th display at Emerald City Comic Con. So I'll keep CLUG people informed about that as soon as I actually have definitive news one way or another.
Cool. So Joel was saying, he wasn't actually saying to Craggle, he just said the connection is weak. So I didn't know if you noticed the back of this here, but it has the squids.
Ooh.
And it reminded me of the Kraken a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
That, the way our logo is, but that's a kind of an interesting torso print. I would not have expected that from something like this.
Yeah.
So he's got his little squids thing here too, a little letter torso. Yeah. So this is a nice little set if you are thinking about it. Kind of with RJ talking about stickers. This does have 2 stickers that come with it for the license plates. So I can put those on later. And this one actually goes on the curve, which is yet another reason why you would want to use Windex. So I think if you haven't tried it, RJ, at your leisure, it might be something you may want to try. Cool. All right, cool. So you heard the scoop here directly from RJ. I think if let me just check to see if there's any other questions from anybody here. There's a new Lego character, Craggle the Kraken. Actually, is his name Craggle? Because I know there's a Kraken that comes with the, what is it? The video pirate ship, the airship, right? Isn't there? No, it's a pirate ship.
It's
a regular
one of the new
pirate
studio
ship.
sets, yeah.
It's a video pirate set. So that's on my list of things to get. Do you have anything on your list for August 1st coming around a couple days, couple weeks? Mine is Luigi.
Mine is going to be the Speed Champions because I just got a Daily Bugle, so I need to get all the Speed Champions.
You need the Speed Champions,
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, and then there's also a full day coming up in a few weeks after that too.
Yep.
So
I might wait till
things
fall discount day. We'll see if I can hold off on it, but if not, I can get it. You know, something else. There's always something at the Lego store that I'm happy to buy. So.
Well, now that you've told me that there's 1x4 in teal at the South Center, I might have to stop by there on my way home. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm still. The last time I went to the Lego store a couple days ago, there were only 2 of us wearing masks. Everybody else was not wearing masks.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like,
but all the store employees do.
I'm sorry, where?
All of the store employees wear masks.
Yeah, the store employees were. Yeah, that's true. And then Joel saying, why does RJ need Speed Champions? I think he said because he's got the Daily Bugle, right?
Yeah, I already got a Daily Bugle, so I need all the new Speed
I think
Champions.
because he just likes Speed
And
Champions, so he wants to collect all the Speed Champions that he can.
Sure. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite theme right now. So
yeah,
I'm always excited
next to
for
trains. You have the crocodile, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got that for Christmas.
Train set. I think he's got the Disney train set, and he's got the crocodile that came out. So,
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Whiskey
Hi,
again.
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Hi, dog. Oh, I know.
Whiskey. Here comes Whiskey. This is a great way to end the stream.
Yeah.
Hey, Whiskey, come here.
Oh, and Shane.
And Shane. How are you? Okay, here we go. We got dogs saying goodbye. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you, RJ.
Thank you for letting me talk about BrickCon, and I'm hoping we get to see a lot of your viewers at BrickCon 2021.
In fact, the other thing is August 1st is when registration opens, right?
Yes, August 1st. And then public will happen probably September 1st, earlier if possible. But right now we're shooting for September 1st. So hopefully we'll see you in public. Come by and say hi, or we'll see you as an attendee so you can experience
and say hi
things.
to RJ when he's at Brick Slopes too,
For sure.
if you happen to be there.
Yeah, definitely love to meet anybody there. It'd be my first time at Brick Slope, so I'm looking forward to that too, meeting some new people. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, everybody. Appreciate you all stopping in. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Thank you, Shane and Whiskey too. Special guests.
Oh my gosh.
They're just like right here too.
Oh, they love it. Look at the attention. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Rick Brickham. Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Aubrey. Thank you, Eric Wilkinson. Thank you, Alexander 23. Thank you all for stopping in. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, and I have these for you too, RJ. I have a Pandy Panda sticker of the Brickanista Broadcast Network, and may the clutch be with you.
Can you take a picture of the back of my device?
Oh, actually, here, I'll just show everybody. I think we can show this.
Yeah.
So you can see he's got lots of stickers on the back. Let me make sure that I'm in frame.
Yeah, the back of my Surface Pro is full of stickers from conventions and NASA and everything else. So yeah, that'll be awesome. We'll love to have it.
More stickers to add.
All the stickers
to add to your collection.
So many stickers.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. Cool, everybody. Thank you so much. And as they say, may the clutch be with you. Take care.